welcome to my kitchen. So today we are going to be answering all of the questions.
Set a timer for 15 minutes.
Today we are going to cook my dinner. And then feel like I was sharing a part. Oh shoot.
So we have our ground turkey and our rice.
Perfect. Every single time. All of that YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, all of the fun stuff, because let's get into it. Hi you guys, welcome back. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my kitchen, you guys. So today we are going to be answering all of the questions, honor related, social media, advice that I have, all of that stuff. So I had asked you guys a couple weeks ago to ask me anything that you guys wanted to ask me regarding social media. And I thought, instead of me just sitting down in my content room and going through all of the questions and answering them for you, I think today we are going to cook my dinner. We are going to cook one of my favorite simple meals. It probably takes like 20 minutes to make it. It's like 5 ingredients, I think. It's just gonna be ground turkey, honey, soy sauce, a few seasonings, and then white rice. And then, of course, avocado, green onions, whatever you want to add on top of that. It's super simple. So that's what we are going to do today. So I hope you guys enjoy this style of video, because I really think I want to start doing like cooking videos, because I'm in my like cooking girl era. The ingredients, so today we'll be using the Jenny-O 93% lean, 7% fresh ground turkey. This is like a staple in our household. We literally buy like 3 of them, 4 of them every single week, and we use it for the next 2 weeks. And then we also have jasmine rice, another staple. I don't use a rice cooker or anything, so I'm just gonna cook it on the stove in a pot. My rice, not to toot my own horn or anything, but my rice literally comes out perfect every single time. And it's so easy, super easy. And then we're just gonna use soy sauce. I use the less sodium. And then we're also going to do honey. And then for seasonings, honestly, all I use is crushed red bell peppers, everything bagel seasoning, and then salt and pepper. So super, super easy. But when I tell you, it tastes phenomenal. And the easiest 20-minute meal, and the best 20-minute meal that you'll probably ever have. Okay, so and for rice, all you're gonna do is do 1 cup, you put it in your strainer, and then I rinse it, and then 2 cups in the pot. So first and foremost, a lot of people were kind of confused at the fact that I had announced to be a Oner Active athlete, because everybody was like, well, Kel, weren't you already working with Oner? So yes, so Oner essentially at that time had 3 tiers. So I started working with Oner back in 2021. Yes, 2021 is when I started. So I signed with them as an affiliate. So that was the only role that there was. And then they kind of, as things progressed, they added in a teammate and then a athlete. So those are the 3 roles at Oner Active. So basically what I see also too is so many people always like to comment on what exactly each role is. So basically an affiliate is you work with Oner, you're partnered with them, essentially, well, you're sponsored, I guess not sponsored either, because sponsored you technically get paid. So anyways, you're like partnered with them, they send you new packages, and you do get 10% commission from every single person that shops through your link. So you get your support code. With being an affiliate, you're not exclusive with them, so you can essentially work with any other company that you want. You do have deliverables and all of that good stuff that you do have to meet, of course, being partnered with them. And then a teammate. A teammate and athletes are both exclusive. They actually just removed the teammate position, and now it's just going to be affiliates and athletes. So basically now an athlete, which I am, is I'm fully exclusive to Oner, and then I do get my support link, which you guys do shop through, so I do have my support link, and then I also get a salary from Oner as well, being fully exclusive with them. Since essentially I am a content creator, this is my job, this is what I do. I previously worked with a few other brands, but Oner is just my heart and soul, so it was kind of like a no-brainer to sign with them. I love them, I love everything that they stand for, I love the company, I love Chrissy, I love literally all of the girls that work with them as well. Okay. And then while that is on the stove, we are just heating up our other pan right now. And then typically I like to wait a few minutes, and then we're just gonna place this on there. So basically next question was, how did I start working with Oner? I have always loved the brand. Like, I remember when Chrissy had posted that she was even starting her own athletic brand. I've been a fan of Chrissy for a really, really long time. Like, she's one of the girls that I've always looked up to. It was Chrissy Chella, and then it was also Heidi Summers, the owner of Buff Bunny. And they were like my two girls that like I have always looked up to. So I guess when I first started posting on social media, I really didn't have like a goal. Like, those are always, of course, dreams that I wanted to work for, but I guess you would say that I didn't post specifically to say, hey, I want to work with Oner. Hey, I want to do this. Like, I think everything just happened organically. I had posted because I was an assistant manager at Choose Fitness for about 4 years, but I worked for the company for about 7. And then I think just working there, I worked out all the time. That was like my top priority. And then I would always get asked about like my workout routines, my like what exactly I did for like legs, all kinds of stuff, and like what I ate. I literally got asked that all the time. So I was like, you know what, like, what about if I just like shared it on social media? Like, all of you guys follow me, like maybe I should just start sharing it. And so then I started like posting. I remember I posted one workout and I received so much feedback. I remember going to the gym the next day for work, and everybody's like, oh my God, I did your workout. I loved it. Oh my God, this, hey, we need more, and like all kinds of stuff. And it was just like, I think receiving that feedback in such real time was just, it was just this, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just a feeling that I just felt full. Like, I always felt kind of incomplete, like where I was working. So being able to do that, like, it made me so happy, and it made me so hungry to want to continue like posting them. So at that time I had said, okay, I'm going to post 3 workouts a week, which was essentially my back day, my chest day, and a leg day, even though I did two leg days a week, and then that was pretty much it. And then I did like cardio, sauna, steam room, whatever. So I told myself I was going to post 3 leg days. And then at that time, I just wore like Gymshark because I also loved Gymshark. And then I started, when Chrissy had started her brand, because I had started posting before Chrissy had even started Oner Active. I remember I couldn't afford the first drop that came out. Like, it was so expensive for me. It was like, it's pretty affordable, but like it was so expensive for me at the time. Like, I didn't have that money. I really wanted the pistachio classic bra and the cycle shorts, and I just couldn't afford it. But I remember there was one other girl, and she came in and she was wearing it, and I like ran up to her and I was like, oh my God, like, can I feel your set? Like, I was dying, like I wanted it, but like I couldn't get it, like I couldn't afford it. And she was like, yeah, like you can feel it, like I love it. And I was like, oh, like what a dream. Anyways, and then as time went on, I just kind of like supported them. Like, I truly just loved Oner, and I like just bought their clothes, and I had just posted workouts in it. And then I think one day it was, I think everything just honestly happened organically, and I just feel like incredibly grateful for that, because I didn't really have a goal. Like, I had a full-time job. I didn't even know that social media can go anywhere. I didn't even think in a million years that any of these brands would like want to work with me. Like, I didn't think that was possible for me. So like, I didn't even know that was like a dream that I could have, or like a goal that I can have, you know. Like, I literally just wore it because I genuinely loved it, and I wanted to, and it was my clothes that I worked out in. And honestly, I really just wanted to post like my workouts, and for people to just love them and feel like I was sharing a part. Oh shoot. Oh, that's gonna be on there. I literally wait for it to be all brown on one side, and then I'll flip it over. So unfortunately, I don't have a direct answer for you. I would just ultimately think that numbers do not matter. You do not have to have a large following to work with them. You do not have to be like the most fit person in the gym to work with them. You don't have to like look a certain way. If you notice, like pretty much all Oner girls are every size, shapes, color. Like, we are all very different, and I think that that's what makes them so special, is we don't all look the same. You know, like, we are literally across the world. And so I don't want you to think that like, hey, like I don't have a following, like I can't work with Oner. Hey, like ultimately, like you don't even have to, like sometimes you just don't have money, but you know what, you're passionate about social media, and you can feel that on your page. So also don't feel like you have to buy every single drop from Oner. Like, that's also something that I think I want to express, because you don't have to have everything new and all the latest stuff to be able to say that you love them. Like, okay, remember that. That's getting nice and crispy. So let's see some of these. So, for example, I want to start doing workout videos. How/what video should I put out first? Again, things that you are passionate about, things that you love. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to think hey, this video was super successful for this girl, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna post the exact same video, because I think ultimately that gets tiring. When you do things that don't make you happy, that just don't have a purpose for you, it's gonna get real exhausting doing it, and honestly you're probably gonna end up hating doing it. So I do suggest on making content that just makes you happy. You know what, if you go to the gym and you feel or listen to your audience, if you what are questions that maybe girls in your life, it doesn't have to be 20, it can be 1 or 2, because guaranteed if 1 or 2 people are asking you, there's hundreds and hundreds of people that could potentially ask you if they see it online. So what are questions that people ask you? Do they ask you, hey, what type of workouts do you do? Or, hey, what does your leg day look like? Hey, you know what, think hey, I probably should just go maybe record my leg day and post it online, and then kind of see where that goes and see where that takes you. But don't think about numbers. Don't try really, really hard not to compare yourself to other people. I know that in this world of social media that is a very, very toxic thing, but honestly it happens very often. So let's try not to do that. But I will say, do things that make you happy. Do you have to have a follower count to become an Oner Active athlete? You do not. I have friends who have 2,000 followers that have signed with Oner. I signed with Oner when I was, I think, at less than 10,000, which I think is so exciting. How did you get noticed by brands / begin to work with them? I think that kind of just goes into tagging, and if I, at the time, if I was wearing Buff Bunny, being able to produce content that I love, but also good quality content that I have to think of does this fit? Does this make me happy, but does this also fit their kind of aesthetic? So you also have to think that people or brands, they have a certain aesthetic, they have a certain thing about them, and you have to see it's a partnership. It has to work both ways. So I have to be able to provide value. So I have to be able to provide value to this brand and vice versa in order for it to work. So you can always think of it that way. Advice on balancing the social media content creation with personal life if you feel drained. Ooh, girl, I feel drained a lot of the time. I'm not even going to lie. And I think because I essentially work for myself. I don't have a cutoff date. Right now it is 8 p.m. I just got done feeding my cats. I need to pick up the house, and I'm cooking dinner, and I'm still doing this YouTube video to have up for you guys. I'm probably gonna lay in bed and I'm gonna edit it. So we are going to dice up the food, and then I am going to put 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of honey, and then sprinkle all of this yummy good on it. So I'm gonna do that now because I don't want this video to take up too much of your time. And it's all about priorities. If you want to go out on the weekends and hey, you know what, I want to spend Saturday with my husband, then you are gonna try your best to be able to organize your entire week where you won't feel stressed when you go out on Saturday and be like, oh my god, I have all these lists of things I gotta do, blah blah blah. For example, today, I'm just being real and raw, is I have so much stuff I have to do right now. I have to plan a trip. I have meetings with my managers. I have a new Oner Active launch. I have to pack. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with my cats because I did get a new cat. And then all this stuff, and a list of 20 other things that I have to do. I have emails, I have works, I have collaborations I have to do. I just feel I have a lot. My head is a little messy. And my husband was trying to talk to me because I just dropped him off at the airport because he travels for work too. So he's traveling for the next couple of days to Arizona, and he was talking to me, and on the way he was like, hey Kel, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, why? He was like, because I feel when I'm talking to you, you're not really saying anything. And I was like, I just feel I have all kinds of things in my head, and I'm so sorry. And then that brought me back to being able to be present with him, and you know what? Okay, so balancing is really, really hard, but I think when you get into it, you just learn to find a groove. Organizing your life is going to be a thing. Sundays, I typically don't like to do a lot of things. I don't really plan a lot of things on my Sundays unless it's birthdays and brunches and all that stuff, because I use that day to clean my house, organize my life. I plan out my week. I plan out my content. I figure out exactly what I'm going to do on each day. Obviously, that does not always go as planned. And I have to learn to pivot. I have to learn how to figure it out and how to be okay with, you know what, this day is just not going. So I just have to learn this day is not going the way that you want it to. And you know what, that's okay. But Time management, organizing, figuring out your groove is honestly just going to be how you learn how to balance it. And then I think everything else just kind of like comes. If your friends are a priority, you're going to make time for them. If your family is a priority, you're going to make time for them. Birthday parties, you'll make time. The gym, you make time for things that matter to you. What types of videos, photos did you begin posting to ultimately get with Oner Brands? Again, I didn't really have like a goal, I guess, to work with them. I've always loved them. I admired them. I wore them. I didn't think that it was possible. So honestly, I just did workout videos because I wanted to post it for my girls that were around me and people that were around me. But that's basically how I started social media. Is I just started posting workout videos, workout tips. I did like a booty guide. If you are an OG, you know about the booty guide 4 years ago. I released that. I had over I think 4,000 people buy that. It was honestly, it was crazy time in my life. Someone said, I love lifting and I want to get into the industry using my passion as a job and I just don't know how to start. My girl, Miss Sophia, you are passionate about it and I want you to let that drive you. Post things that you wish you had when you were just starting out, things like that. Not everybody who typically likes the videos are all beginners at one point. So that's kind of what I did, is I posted things or I posted tips that I felt like I would have wanted when I was younger, or if they were recommended or requested from me. So that's kind of where I would start, honestly. Advice on getting brands' attention and starting overall. I love your content. Miss Gabriella, you are so sweet. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you being here and definitely sending that question in. So advice on getting brands' content. Honestly, being yourself, being genuine, doing things that you love and things that make you happy, because that's ultimately going to be what's going to show in your content. And then on the side of that, you can also look on the brand's page and you can see the brand always posts girls in the gym wearing Oner. Okay, make your selfies or whatever, make sure you're in the gym. And then when you post in that Oner Active outfit, tag Oner Active, tag Chrissy Sella, and then kind of see where that takes you. Can continue doing it consistently, and then I really, really hope we have you a part of the team soon. I think someone did ask me on here, basically how I just started doing it, because I do social media full time. So obviously I have a manager, so I'm signed with an agency, and I do a lot of things for that, and that's essentially also how I get paid, and then I get paid through Oner. I was with Peace Signs. I'm no longer with Peace Signs anymore. I think I just don't take supplements that much. So I think I love their creatine. I take creatine every single day. Their pre-workout, I literally still take it every day. Their protein, so I'm still going to be buying it because that's just what I'm used to and that's what I love. But anyways, so I basically was not fulfilled at my job that I was at. I was there for so long. I had a lot of disagreements with the way things that were going when it came to management and all kinds of stuff. I absolutely disliked my general manager. We were not good. And anyway, so I knew what I was passionate about. I got a master's degree in public health. You don't need a degree to do anything that I do, but I'm just saying that's something that I've always been passionate about. I wanted to do health fairs with nonprofit organizations for school districts. So I've always wanted to be super involved with children in the community and being a part of the preventative aspect rather than essentially the problem with obesity, sexually transmitted diseases and all of that good stuff. Anyway, so basically, I would always express this to my fiance at the time, and he was like, you know what? He kind of was the one to kind of push me to do social media full time. And he just said hey, you can do full time. You just have to make X amount every single month, which X amount was essentially what I was making as an assistant manager at the gym. And I did. It was literally a hustle mentality. I knew that I needed to do that if I wanted to continue doing this as my career and as my job. And every single day, I literally hustled. I reached out to brands. I literally made content all the time. I was producing it like no other. I would sign up on websites and stuff where you can do paid content. They pay you, you do content for them, they send you whatever. I literally hustled every single day. I knew that this is what I wanted. Anyways, do you want to have a baby with your husband? Yes, we want to have babies. Not too sure on timeline. We're kind of just, we have things that we want to accomplish, and that list is getting smaller and smaller. So yes, we want to have some kids, and I'm really excited for that. Yeah, you guys, I honestly think, look at all of these questions, and I'm so Is there more? I don't want to like. There's me. There's me. I'm so thankful for all of these people that answered these or asked me these questions, because I think this was a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for so long. And I'm not a big like influencer. I don't have a large following. I'm honestly not. I'm honestly nothing, to be honest with you. And I just truly love like what I do, you know. And I think that your passion is going to triumph all. So if you love what you do and you know like, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be, I want to be able to provide you guys with how I did it. Or if you guys need help, if you guys have additional questions, please let me know. Send me a DM. I literally get back to most of my DMs. Honestly, I miss one or two. So I'm here for you guys. Okay, this is what I love to do. I love to connect with you guys. I love to meet you guys. I literally try to remember most of your guys' names that I talk to, or if we talk about something, I literally always try to remember exactly what we talked about so I can ask you about it again later. Like, that's just who I am as a person. Like, I truly care. So with that being said, I think this video is long enough. I'm going to go ahead and whip up my meal together, and then I'll be right back. Look at this. Sometimes, I know I create kind of like all kinds of messy meals, but sometimes I'm a simple person too. So we have our ground turkey and our rice. Our rice is cooked to perfection. And then I will dice up an avocado and I'll also put that on top. Sometimes I like to do green onions if I'm feeling fancy. Anyways, I think that's going to conclude the video, and I just want to say I'm so proud of every single one of you who continue working towards their dreams, because ultimately, no one is going to do it for you. And I think just every single day, do one thing, just one thing that is going to help you achieve the things that you want in life. Just one thing. And I promise you, every single day that is going to add up, and you're going to be in a spot where you're going to be like, wow, like I wished for this. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to be here and I didn't think that it was possible. But because you did that one thing every single day, you made it happen. And I want to be able to say I'm so proud of you guys and I love you guys. And I just want to root for you the way that I feel like you guys root for me. And with that being said, I think I'm going to enjoy my dinner and enjoy my kitties and probably start editing this video. But I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.